What's up guys, Nick from VapeMeet here. This is 5 life hacks for vapors. Before we get going, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. I post new videos every week to keep you updated on everything in vaping. Now with that out of the way, let's get into life hack number 1. If your tank gurgles or gives you a lot of spitback, it's usually due to excess liquid in the coil. Luckily, there's a few ways you can fix that. If you're using a mod or adjustable wattage device, bump up your wattage a little bit. With more power going through your coil, it'll help vaporize the excess liquid. If you're still having issues or using a device that isn't adjustable like a pod system, the flick might be useful. Hold your device firmly and flick it downward. This will force the excess liquid out through your mouthpiece. This can get a little messy, so I recommend going outside or doing it over a garbage can to avoid spilling any liquid. Moving on to life hack number 2, fixing dry hits. If you're a chain vapor or take long inhales, you might have experienced a dry hit which does not taste very good. Continuing to vape on a dry coil will cause it to burn out early, so here's a tip to avoid that. Block off your airflow until it's almost completely closed and inhale without firing. This will create suction and pull juice into the coil. If you're using a device without adjustable airflow, find where the air comes from and use your hand to cover it. Life hack number 3, let's make your coil last longer. There's a few ways you can do this. The first is breaking in your coil properly. When you have a new coil, start low and work your way up. Look at the recommended power settings on your coil and start around the lowest wattage. After a few minutes, bump it up and repeat until you find a wattage you like. Doing it this way will give your coil time to soak completely, giving you better flavor and helping it last longer. If you vape liquids that are thicker or have a higher VG content, try poking some holes on the wick ports. This will allow more juice to get into the wicks and reduce the chance of it drying out. Moving on to number 4, fill your tank faster. For this tip, all you need is a pair of scissors. On the nozzle of your bottle, make a small cut on an angle. Now you can fill your tank faster and get back to the important things you need to be doing. This tip is also helpful if you're using a device with a smaller fill port. With the nozzle cut, it'll be a lot easier to fit inside. Finally, life hack number 5, getting rid of vapor's tongue. Most people at some point have experienced vapor's tongue, and this is when you can't taste anything. The first way to get rid of vapor's tongue is to stay hydrated. PG or propylene glycol and e-liquids absorb water, and when you're dry, your senses are dulled, meaning you don't taste as much. Next, change flavors. If you consistently vape the same or similar flavors, your senses can get used to it and make the flavors seem muted. Changing it up will refresh your palate. Lastly, try a menthol e-liquid. Even if you don't like them, they're great at resetting your taste buds, and after using them for a bit, you might even start liking the flavor. And that's 5 vaping life hacks. If you found these tips handy, be sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button. What are your vaping life hacks? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.